Good evening, everyone, and welcome back. Tonight we are continuing Season 4, Round 5 of the Solo Crisis League. This is, of course, using Dark Knight's Metal, plus Crossover 5, plus Crisis 1. So we're going to have a teamwork stack going on. We have what I'm calling Sidekick mode for Dark Knight's Metal. And we're going to leave the ongoing card, in the ongoing ability of the initial crisis in play for the entire game. So what does all that mean? Basically, Teamwork's an ability that's part of Crossover 5, the Rogues. We've customized it for a single-player experience by using what's called a Teamwork Stack. It's a stack of cards that you'll be able to contribute to and destroy cards in based on actions you do in the game, so you can still use the Teamwork ability even though there's not other players to use it off of. Now, there's also Dark Knight's Metal involved, so we have the Captured Heroes. What we're using is called Sidekick mode. So this unused hero stack becomes the Sidekick Stack. And we're going to rescue and lose sidekicks to the Batman Who Laughs throughout the game. And then, because it's Season 4, we're leaving the ongoing ability of the starting crisis in play. And that ongoing ability is going to be of Arkham Breakout. And it says, when a villain with an attack enters the lineup, treat it as if it were a first appearance attack against all players. So we're going to get attacked throughout this game as villains enter the lineup. And that's how we're going to deal with things. Cool. Alright, to make it all a bit easier, we've chosen the hero of Green Arrow. Once during each of your turns, you may discard a punch card. If you do, pay 2 less to defeat villains and supervillains this turn. That's going to be very helpful in this early game, getting rid of all those villains that come out. Kind of wish I had them the other day and we had a 7-cost villain very early. Would have made it cost 5 and would have made it go away much faster. Additionally, he doesn't have the teamwork ability, but when the Flash is on the stack over there, you don't get to use the teamwork ability, so you're not really missing out on anything just yet. After we beat the Flash, we'll get ourselves a sidekick, and we'll hopefully get one with a teamwork ability, so that we can start working our way through the teamwork stack. Let's get started. Get you a better view here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We probably should get that deck ready, huh? In that initial lineup, we've got the Rot, which is a kind of dangerous card for Dark Knight's Metal. I'll explain why in a second. Quiver of Arrows, which could help with Green Arrow, of course. Speed Force, good defense card. Lightning Strike, fantastic card, especially when you get to that last villain. And Dr. Alchemy. No attacks, so that's fine. Now, the issue I have with the Rot during Dark Knight's Metal. Basically, it says, the first time you play a weakness or vulnerability during each of your turns, draw a card. Now, you're forced to play weaknesses if you have any in your hand whatsoever. You have to play them. And if you reach 2 of them, your turn ends immediately, and there's all sorts of other effects that take place. But what could happen is you could have 1 weakness in your hand, and then, since you have the Rot, you have to draw a card. And if that card is a weakness, you have to play it. So it's pretty dangerous. But at the same time, if you don't have a lot of weaknesses in your deck, the Rot can help a lot because it allows you to get extra cards. So you had to play that weakness. It did nothing. You can at least replace it, so you get 5 cards. So it's kind of a gamble, kind of dangerous. You just kind of have to decide whether or not you want to use it. So we have for our first turn of vulnerabilities. That's not going to do much. 1, 2, 3, 4 power here, which we'll use just to get the Rot. We're doing it. We're going to commit to the Rot early because it does apply to vulnerabilities also, and we do have 3 vulnerabilities in our deck right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we discard a punch, we pay 2 less to defeat supervillains. We're going to discard a punch to defeat Dr. Alchemy because he costs 2. And then we end up with 2 power after that, which we will use to buy Quiver of Arrows. So since we beat a villain, we can add a destroyed card to the discard pile of the teamwork stack, but there were no destroyed cards to put up there, so that's not going to be happening this time. Alright, shuffle everything up here. Let's get ourselves a new card out. Iron Heights, good defense card. 2, 3, 4, 5. Getting a lot of those crossover cards pretty early. Oh, I'm supposed to get 1 VP for beating Dr. Alchemy also, so that's good news. Alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 power, and we're going to use that to get Mirror Gun. Mirror Gun's pretty useful with the early game when it's pretty much all punches and vulnerabilities in your hand anyway. Flight. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here we go. We're going to start with Quiver of Arrows. We will not discard. We won't discard that. We're going to play the Rot. Then we're going to play Vulnerability, which triggers the Rot, so we draw another card. And we end up with another Vulnerability and 2 power, which we will use to buy Flight. I'm glad there have been some cheap cards pretty early on. Usually, what happens in a game like this is sometimes you don't have as much power, and then your lineup's just filled with expensive cards, like Avatar of the Rot. Each foe gains 2 weakness cards. That's dangerous early in the game right now. Really dangerous. 2, 3, 4, 5. So, we're going to play this Vulnerability, triggering the Rot so that we draw a card. Then we're going to play Flight to draw another card. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and Mirror Gun's not going to do anything right now. We'll use that to get Iron Heights. New card here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 1, 2, 3, and we're going to use Quiver of Arrows to look at this card. We will discard that. Then we're going to use Vulnerability, triggering the Rot so that we can draw a card. So we have 3 power. We're going to have to start getting breakthroughs since we now have 2 of those weakness cards. So 3, and there's a weakness doing nothing to us, but we're going to go ahead and buy a breakthrough so that that's not a problem later on, hopefully. Hopefully. Do you have an attack? No, you're a defense. 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, we have to play a weakness, but that triggers the Rot so that we draw a card. Ooh, that's dangerous. 1, 2. Now here, let me show you what's dangerous. Mirror Gun. Put a copy of each card you have already played this turn from your discard pile into your hand. If I do that, the weakness in my discard pile goes straight to my hand, and then we're not in a good place. So we're not going to be playing that card. Instead, we'll just stop there with our 2 power, which we can't do anything with. Better than nothing, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta shuffle everything up. Time for them to start coming back. Gotta find a way to destroy those. Gotta get some breakthroughs going. Gotta get some of our vulnerabilities out of the way so we have mostly punches. Lots to do. Lots to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, here's Iron Heights. We're going to play Flight to draw a card. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to go ahead and get another breakthrough, I think. Get another breakthrough so we can get rid of that other, our other weakness. Each foe puts the location he controls into his discard pile. Okay, done. We have to play a weakness. That weakness is going to trigger the Rot so that we draw a card. We're going to play Quiver of Arrows to look at the top card. We may discard it. We will not. Play this Vulnerability. No, nothing happens there, I guess. So that's 1, 2 power. Again, not very much. That's our turn. We're not getting very strong turns here. Not a good sign. Alright, we have to start with this weakness, which triggers the Rot. This is what I was talking about with the Rot earlier. It was a gamble, and because I ended up with that attack from Avatar of the Rot, it has made a dangerous situation for us. So we have to draw a card. 1, 2, 3. I can't do anything with these 2. We're going to use that to buy another breakthrough. We're just going to try filling our deck of breakthroughs so that we can get rid of these weaknesses. Very early game weaknesses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Have to play this weakness, which triggers the Rot so that we draw a card. But then we're going to use breakthrough on it to destroy it, bringing us to 2 power. Get Iron Heights out here. Quiver of Arrows, we'll leave that there. And we end up with 1 power this turn, but we did, 3 power because of that. So 3 power is a bit better. Maybe we'll just use the 3 power to buy back a breakthrough. Increase the odds that we get one at the right time. Because that's what we need to do right now. We need to get it at the right time so that we can get rid of those weaknesses. Alright, we're going to play a vulnerability, which triggers the Rot, so that we draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4. Draw a card. Alright, we're at 4 power and draw a single card. 5, 6. We're gonna discard a punch to make Avatar of the Rot cost 2 cheaper. Or is it 2 lets defeat villains this turn? So, since that's the case, these 2 both cost 2. So we're gonna buy Killer Frost, which adds Dr. Alchemy to this pile up here. And then we're gonna buy Girder, which is gonna add Killer Frost to this pile up here. And that leaves us still with 2 power. So we did manage to buy Flight as well. So that was a pretty good use of our Green Arrow ability. What I wanted to do was use it to get rid of Avatar of the Rot, but then I saw that it was all villains. So 2 off 2 power less for 2 villains is better than 2 power off only 1, even if it is a very strong villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gets us a little bit closer to our goal. Alright, vulnerability here triggers the Rots that we draw a card. And then it's 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to discard this punch for Green Arrow's ability to get rid of Avatar of the Rot. Gone. Gone, gone, gone. Alright, there are no villains, so we can actually start focusing on getting rid of this crisis. But I think we still have 1 weakness floating around. I might be mistaken about that. Maybe not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's that weakness. Yep, triggers Avatar of the Rots, or triggers the Rots that we draw a card. Quiver of Arrows is up. We will discard that. And then it's 1, 2. I guess I can do that and get Mirror Gun to get it back, but it's still only 2 power. Nothing I'm gonna be doing with that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6 power. That's better. We're going to use that to get Lightning Strike. Was thinking John Constantine. You know what? I'm going to take that back. We are going to do John Constantine. Alright, draw a card. Very well. We're going to start next by playing a vulnerability, which triggers the Rot so that we're going to draw another card. We're at 0 power. We're going to draw another card, though. And we've got a punch. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. What do I want to do? There's a lot of things out there I want. I think I'm going to go with Rogue, Safe House, and a Breakthrough. I'm going to start stacking up on breakthroughs, stocking up on breakthroughs, so that later on we can get them used on some weaknesses. Vulnerability, triggering the Rot so that we draw a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which we're going to use to get magic. New card coming out. Psycho Pirate, you have an attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards until his hand contains no duplicates. Alright. There's no duplicates in our hand. But we can't get rid of Arkham Breakout now, so... Alright, we have to play the weakness. Triggers the Rots that we draw a card. We're going to play Quiver of Arrows to look at the top card of our deck. We may discard it. Basically, if it's not a breakthrough card, we're going to discard it. Oh, we're leaving that there, because now we're going to play John Constantine. Reveal 2 cards. We're going to draw a breakthrough and leave magic down here. We're going to use that breakthrough on that weakness. We're officially a 0 weakness family. All right, so that's 2 power, 3, 4, and a mirror gun. You know what, let's just do 3 and discard punch for Green Arrow's ability, bringing us to 4/5 for Psycho Pirate, adding this destroy card up there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, another villain. If we can get villain free, we can get rid of Arkham Breakout. We're going to play vulnerability, triggering the rot, so that we draw a card. We're going to use magic on that vulnerability so that it goes away. 2, 3, 4. We're going to discard this punch to get to 5/6 for Onomar's Sin. And that's going to be that turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're starting to destroy things, so that's a good sign. Rogue Safe House. Lots of locations coming out. Vulnerability triggers the rots that we draw a card. 2, 3, 4 power, which we're going to use to get Signature Trenchcoat or Power of the Red. You know, we're going to get Speed Force with a defense ability. Get that defense card. We could use one. We're going to have villains soon enough that are going to attack us at bad times. I mean, don't want Avatar of the Rod again, obviously, but you know what I mean. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Did we put a new card out? I don't think we did. Each foe reveals his hand, discards each card with the same name as a card in the lineup. None of these are in the lineup, so we are okay. I have to check out the rule book on this. I can't remember what the solo rule is for Arkham Breakout. I think it's 5 cards with different names. I'm almost certain that's the case. I just want to see it in writing. Yes, has to be 5 cards with different names, but Strife is out there, so we can't do it just yet. We're going to go ahead and use Flight to draw a card. We're going to discard a punch to make villains cost 2 less. We're going to play punch, so that's 1 power, then mirror gun to draw this punch. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. She only cost me 1 because she costs 2 less. We're going to add Onomar's Sin to our pile up there. So that means we still have, how much power did we generate? 1, 2, 3, 4. We only spent 1 on her, so that's 3 power left over. That we'll just get another breakthrough with. And that should be the end of our breakthroughs for a while. That should be enough stock to take care of what's coming our way. Please don't be a villain. Okay, now, it's 2 punches, so we can't do it this turn either. Quiver of Arrows, look at this top card. We may discard it. We will not. 1, we're going to use magic on that for 2 power. 3, 4, 5. Let's get Batmanium. It's not a great card early in the game, but it's a metal card, and metal's going to be helpful. Phasing. I don't think I've got the play of that once. I feel like it always gets destroyed early on in the game. Vulnerability triggering the rots that we draw a card. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, which we're going to use to get Lightning Strike. That's going to move some things around. Lots of draws of Lightning Strike going on. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, we're going to play one nope, not yet. We're going to play John Constantine, reveal 2 cards. We can draw one and destroy the other, and we will. Play a vulnerability, triggering the rot so that we draw a card. Flight says draw a card. Play this vulnerability, and then use magic on it to destroy it. So still at 0 power. 2, 4, 6 power, which we're going to use. We're going to gain Captain Atom. See how he's going to help us early in the game. feel like most of the time I get Captain Atom pretty late in the game, and his gain a card of cost 4 or less from the lineup ability is not great late in the game. Early though, very useful. The top. No attack there, but we can't get rid of him. We're going to start with Lightning Strike to draw 2 cards. For each card you discard or have discarded this turn, you get +1 power. We are going to discard 1 power to take care of Green Arrow here. So that's 1 power from Lightning Strike. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And since we discarded that card, he only costs 4. So we can buy the top. And that's going to leave us with 3 power. And we'll add a punch up here for that. That 3 power, we'll use it on steel here. That should help us with Arkham Breakout. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Please be 5 cards of different names. They are, so please don't be a villain. It's a villain. Okay. We're just going to discard this punch so that he basically becomes free. So we do that, gain a weakness when we do that. We'll play Breakthrough. Then we can gain a copy of each card I played this turn from the discard pile. So 4 power. Look at the top card of our deck. We may discard it. We will discard that, thank you. And then we'll play Batmanium, getting us to 5 power, which we will use on... we're going to get anything for Signature Trenchcoat yet? Probably not. We'll get Captain Boomerang Jr. So lots of people joining us lately. Hello, welcome. This is for the Solo Crisis League. It's an online league. I don't know why I just shuffled this. I just wanted to talk and I started shuffling. My bad. It's for the Solo Crisis League. You can check us out at the link below. Basically, it takes the win-lose conditions of a normal Crisis expansion game and says how well did you win or how badly did you lose by ranking you against other players playing the same setup. We got a bit of a unique setup this week where we're using Dark Knight's Metal and crossover 5 of the Rogues. So we're going to start with Captain Atom, which we will use to gain Signature Trenchcoat. And then draw a card with Flight here. And then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 power. Use that 6 power. We're going to get Mecha Construct. I've been thinking about it for a bit, and I think Mecha Construct is the way to go. Go ahead and get ourselves some extra draws. 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card coming out. Please don't be a villain. Not a villain. And we have... No, that's a bunch of punches. A bunch of punches. All right, 1, draw a card. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is that just metal and equipment? It is. So with that 5, we're going to go ahead and buy Promethium. And we'll also buy another Breakthrough. That should be enough on the breakthroughs. I think I said that once already, but we did just end up with another weakness, and I want to make sure it goes away. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Gotta have a new card come out. Please don't be a villain. Very well. And we have 5 cards, all of different names. We're gonna discard those cards, and that's gonna get rid of Arkham Breakout. Not really. It just gets it off the stack. Its ongoing ability is gonna remain in play for the rest of the game because it's season 4, and that's what we're doing. But we did beat a Crisis, which means I get to destroy a card in the teamwork discard pile. We will destroy this punch. No need for a punch. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. Just trying to see if there's anything else I can do this turn already. We will start with Batmanium. Reveal the top card of your deck plus power equal to its VP value. That's 0. draw a card. That's also going to get 1 power because of Batmanium. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, which we're going to use to get Cyborg 1,000,000, because that's a fantastic card. Lots of metal cards starting to show up in our deck, and that's cool. 2, 3, 4, 5. I love the metal cards. Have to play this weakness, but that triggers the rot so that we draw a card, and then we're going to use a breakthrough on said weakness. That's gone. That's gone. So that's 2 power. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Put a card with VP value 1 or less from my discard pile on top of my deck. I guess what I'll put there is John Constantine, because that's a good card. So that's 9, and I can put a copy of all cards I've already played this turn into my hand. And I don't have any other breakthroughs over here, so that's just 9 power. We're going to use that to get rid of the Flash. Now the Flash is defeated. When you defeat the Flash, remove him from the game and gain 6 victory points. You may destroy a punch you have in play. I didn't play any punches, so we're just going to get the 6 victory points. I'm going to get those all in ones because we're going to be spending those, hopefully. 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Hopefully we'll be spending those if we get the right cards. That shouldn't be upside down. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's figure out what our new crisis and such is going to be. Also, now that the Flash is gone, we can go ahead and use our teamwork ability. And we're going to go ahead and also add a weakness to the teamwork stack, gain a weakness, and rescue a new character. Have to add one down here. We can rescue Heatwave, or we can rescue Batman. We're going to rescue Batman. We're going to have a Batman Green Arrow team up. That's what we're going to do. Okay. So we can't teamwork yet. Maybe I should take the other one just for the teamwork. What is that ability again? The first time you destroy a card of cost 2 or greater during each of your turns, gain the top card of the main deck and put it on top of your deck. Ooh. Nah, we won't do that. That's dangerous. Dangerous, I say. Alright, we have no defense card. Well, we do have Iron Heights, so that's okay. Our new crisis is World Domination. At the start of your turn, resolve the current supervillain's first appearance attack against you. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. Each player must destroy the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis only if those cards has cost 1 or greater. Ra's al Ghul has no first appearance attack, so at the end of your turn, if you did not buy or gain a card from the lineup, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. World Domination says, at the start of your turn, resolve his attack. If it doesn't have one, discard a random card instead. So if you discard a random card, we're going to say it's this breakthrough. And then to beat, each player must destroy the top card of his deck. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has cost 1 or greater. We're going to start with Quiver of Arrows. Look at this top card. We may discard it. We will not discard that. We'll leave that there. Then we'll do John Constantine. Reveal 2 cards. We will draw Prometheum. We're going to leave Breakthrough there. And then we're going to try and beat World Domination. Hey, look, it's a breakthrough. World Domination is defeated. Since we beat a crisis, we can destroy a card in the discard pile up there. So that's good. And now we can start focusing on Ra's al Ghul. 2, 4, and 5, which we will use to get Aquaman and a breakthrough. Not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gotta shuffle things up. Kind of wish I went with Heatwave. It's an interesting choice, at least. Since we beat a crisis, we do get to add a new hero down here, so there'll be a new choice besides just Heatwave next time we're in there. Keeping that deck moving. Giving ourselves lots of choices in the future. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Did we put in? Yes, we did. We put Wonder Woman out. All right, 1, 2. Vulnerability triggers the rot so that we draw a card. Gotta play that weakness. Anything I can do to destroy it? Not quite. We're at 1, 2 power. I can gain a card from the destroyed pile. We're gonna gain the top. Oh, it's gotta be 5 or less. Can't gain the top. I guess we'll just go ahead and get the 2 power. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're gonna go 5, 6 there. Which we will use to get Batmanium. James Jesse, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh wait, since we played that weakness, we do to get the trigger Batman. So we can look at the top card of our deck and we may destroy it or leave it. We will destroy this punch. We will destroy it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now punches are good for Green Arrow's ability. I just don't want a whole deck full of them. It can be a problem. Reveal the top card of your deck, plus power equal to its VP value, so that's 0 for us. 2, 3, 4, 5, and we won't be using magic, I don't think. You know what, we will. We'll use magic on Breakthrough here to get us to 7 so that we can buy Wonder Woman. Or do I want phasing? I think I want phasing. No, Wonder Woman's much better. We'll get phasing eventually. Eventually. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How are we doing here? Okay. Let's start our turn by playing Lightning Strike to draw 2 cards. We're going to discard a punch to make villains 2 cheaper because of Green Arrow, getting rid of Rabid Robin. That allows us to add a card to the discard pile up there. So that's 1 power here, and villains cost 2 less. Sorry about that. So 3, 4, and then Mirror Gun gets us a copy. Oh wait, not yet, not yet. Sorry. 3, 4, 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry. 1 for the card I discarded. 2, 3, and now 4. And now I can play Mirror Gun to get a punch. And no other breakthroughs in there. Okay. So we just get the punch. So that's 4. Draw a card. 5. 6, 7. Name a non-starter card type or subtype. Then reveal the top card of your deck. If it's name type or subtype, additional plus 3 power. So we get right now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna say it's a metal card. It's not. 8 with our 2 extra power is enough to get rid of Ra's al Ghul, so we're just gonna go ahead and do that. Getting rid of a villain means that we're gonna actually just swap our hero out. We didn't do much with Batman, and I want to see what the new one is. It is, Cyborg. Yes, we're gonna do Cyborg and Green Arrow. Still have to add 1 weakness up here, but that's okay. We do not gain 1. Okay. Black Adam has no attack, so that's okay with us. We have no defense in our hands here, but we do have Iron Heights on our side, so that's okay. Our new crisis is Atlantis attacks. At the start of your turn, resolve all villain attacks in the lineup against you. If there are no attacks, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Each player must discard 3 non-starter cards, each with different card types. And Hades. Each player puts the top 2 cards of the main deck into the lineup. We're going to go ahead, spend this victory point for Iron Heights Defend Us. Still have Atlantis attacks. There are no villain attacks, so we add a card to the lineup. Now, I need to what? Discard 3 non-starter cards of different card types. Okay, we're going to play Quiver of Arrows. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We're not going to discard that, but we will play, you know what? First off, we're going to play Captain Boomerang Jr. 3 power. I can put a card with VP value 1 or less from the discard pile on top of my deck. Done. Then we play John Constantine to draw 2 cards, reveal 2 cards, I should say. And I get to draw 1. We're going to draw a Lightning Rod and leave this here. So we're at 3 power, but I get to draw 2 cards. Four, 5. Draw a card, and then I get 6, 7 power. We're going to discard this punch for Green Arrow's ability. So that Black Adam only costs 4, leaving us with 3 power after we beat him. And we can add a card up there since we did. So we have 3 power right now. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. With that 9, I'm thinking Fulcrum Abominus. Yeah, we're gonna go Fulcrum Abominus. Abominus. All right. So we didn't get rid of the Crisis. That's for certain. That's okay though. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no attacks in the lineup, so we add another card to the lineup. Don't really have much in the way of taking care of Atlanta's attacks when our cards are also similar. But Lightning Strikes, draw 2 cards. That's a little better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and reveal the top card of our deck. 8. All right, 8 power. We're gonna go ahead and buy. We're gonna get phasing. That's gonna happen, getting us 3 victory points in the process. 1, 2, and 3. It's considering a few other ones, but phasing 1 out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Get ourselves a new card out here. There's no attacks. That's a second card coming out. So, Signature Trenchcoat and John Constantine. Those are good cards. John Constantine we might get now. Signature Trenchcoat we're going to leave out until after we see Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Start our turn by playing Weakness, which triggers the rot so that we draw a card. We will use Breakthrough on that weakness, getting us to 2 power. Wrong order. So we're at 2 power. Oh man, I'm supposed to be getting +1 on metal cards? Whoops. We're going to use John Constantine, reveal 2 cards. Draw 1 and destroy the other. Gain a card of cost 4 or less from the lineup. We're going to go ahead and gain James Jesse. Draw a card. Punch, get us to 1 power. We use magic on said punch. Get us to 2. 3, 4 from the breakthrough earlier, and then we can use Quiver of Arrows, and we will not discard that. So we still have 4 power. We're going to go ahead and buy Power of the Red, so that maybe we can use that to get closer to this Atlantis attacks ending. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, new card comes out. It's no attack, so another card comes out. Do I have what it needs? It needs 3 cards with different 3 non-starter cards, each of different card types. Very well. So we have to do this one. We'll do Mirror Gun and Cyborg Mode 1 million as our other one. So that Crisis is beat. And so we can destroy a card up here. We're going to destroy this weakness. And then we get to capture another hero. Or I guess release? I don't know. Alright, we still have our hand here. Reveal top card, plus power equal to its VP value. That's 3 power there. And then we'll go 4-5 here. We're going to get... we're going to get John Constantine. That's what we're going to do. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card coming out. If you have 1 or fewer characters on your team, rescue a character. If you don't rescue a character, draw 3 cards. Alright, we'll play Prometheum, so that's 2 power. Triggers Cyborg, though, to get to 3 power. 4, 5, 6, put a card with VP value X, 1 or less, on top of the deck. What are my options? Lots of good stuff here. There we go. That's what we're gonna do. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5. It must have been something else. I thought I had said we had 6. Don't know where the 6 came from. We're at 5 though right now. Vulnerability triggers the rot so that we draw a card. Then we draw 2 cards. We're still at 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, and this Prometheum, because of Cyborg, gets to 6. I got it now. I'm there. Draw a card. And then, for being a metal, that gets us to 7. And since we play another equipment, that's 8. 9, 10, but gets 11 with steel here. 12, 13. Reveal 2. Draw 1. We'll leave this one on top. 13, 14, 15 power. 16, 17. 18, it's an equipment. 19, reveal the top card. 0, but this also triggers. Where is he? Steel to get to 20. Okay, 20 is pretty good. 20 gets rid of Hades. And I still have 8 left over that we will use to buy Pied Piper here. Now, we have a choice. We can rescue a new hero. Yeah, we're going to just trade Cyborg out and add a weakness up here. Yeah, we're going to take Captain Cold. Captain Cold and Green Arrow. I enjoyed Captain Cold yesterday, and we're going to keep enjoying him today. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our new hand has no defense, but we have Iron Heights still. So our new Crisis is Final Countdown. I think I have 2 7-cost cards, so I'm not too worried about this one. At the start of your turn, put a card with cost 1 or greater from your hand into the lineup. Your team must destroy cards in the lineup of cost 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. And we already have a 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2 out here. Holy crap. That does not happen. That does just not happen. And our new villain is Wally West. Wally West cannot be defeated unless you have played 9 or more cards this turn. Each player gains 2 cards of cost 0 from the destroyed pile. Yeah, we'll take 2 punches. I'm not even going to complain about that. I'm not going to defend myself. There's no point. I mean, my ability hinges on having that, so I'm not too worried about it. So at the beginning of my turn, I have to add a card to the lineup. We're going to add Quiver of Arrows. I could end this right now, but I don't want to get rid of this card. Because it's draw 2 cards, and I need to play 9 cards to get rid of Wally West. Why would I get rid of a card that makes me draw 2 more? There's another 7-cost card in here. I know there is. So that's what we're doing there. We're going to start with Teamwork, though. Getting us 0 power. John Constantine, reveal 2 cards. We will draw Flight, and we're going to destroy this punch. Draw a card because of Flight. Oh, we're at 1 power. Rogue Safe House. Every time we teamwork, we get plus 1 power. So we are at 1 power. 2, 3. If you teamwork this turn, draw a card, which we did. 4. Magic that punch. Draw 2 cards. 5, 6. Reveal the top card of our deck. 0 power there. 7, 8, and I did do all that, so that's 9, 10. And 11, 12, which we're going to use. Don't really want Signature Trenchcoat to get destroyed, but we can save it with the other Signature Trenchcoat. I love Magician's Corset and Mr. Terrific, but Magician's Corset is going to help us beat Wally West, so that's the one we're going to save. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Can't really get rid of any of those other ones without ruining my chances of beating this crisis quick. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card comes out. Lady Blackhawk doesn't have an attack, so we are okay there. Have to add a card to the lineup. It's probably going to be phasing, let's be honest. Yeah, it's going to be phasing. We can't defeat the crisis till Lady Blackhawk is gone, but once she's gone, it's over. We're going to play Power of the Red and discard this power gun and this mirror gun. And we're going to discard Mega Construct also to draw 2 cards. Alright, draw a card. 1 power, draw another card. Let's go ahead and teamwork. 2 power. 3, 4. Look at the top card. 5, 6, 7. So with that 7, we will go ahead and say goodbye to Lady Blackhawk because she's gone. Have to get the add a card up there now. We're going to add Black Adam to our Teamwork stack because that's a great card. And now with that gone, and our turn's still technically on, we'll destroy a card with cost 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2. All destroyed. That means we beat this crisis. And we get to destroy a card in the Teamwork stack here, and that's going to be this weakness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only 1 card in the whole lineup. Now we have to play 9 cards in 1 turn to get rid of Wally West. We're going to start our turn with Captain Cold teamworking. That's 1 power. Triggers Rogue Safe House for 2 power. Pied Piper says Teamwork a Foe. 3 power. Triggers Rogue Safe House for 4 power. John Constantine. We are going to destroy this punch and draw Captain Boomerang Jr. During your turn, does your turn say playing that card? And would that count towards the 9 cards played to help defeat Wally? That's a good question. It is in play. I don't think that's actually called out in any of the rule books. I've never seen that called out. I have never counted it, but I wouldn't discount someone for doing so, because I've never seen it written down. I would say as long as you used it that turn, you played it. That makes sense to me. I think that's how it works in Teen Titans, at least. Now, they're just always in play. I don't know. I can go either way on it, and I wouldn't be too picky about it. Because Wally West is the only thing that really matters how many cards you played this turn. So I can't think of many things that would be a problem. Now that being said, there's the flash later on, but he only counts cards you play from your hand. Ongoing cards you don't play from your hand, so he doesn't count for that. It's an interesting question. I just don't have a clean answer for it right now. All right, I forgot where I was power-wise. I think it was 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. 5, 6, 7. I can put a card with VP value 1 or less on top of the deck. We're going to put Mirror Corset up there. Now I need to find out if I have anything I can do. Yes. 8, for Magician's Corset, we know that it is an equipment. So that's 9, 10, 11 then. 12 with our drawing a card. Reveal 2 cards. Get James Jesse, destroy this vulnerability. 13, 14, if we teamworked a card this turn, draw a card. We certainly did. 15, 16, we have an equipment in place, so that's 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going to discard this punch so that we get 2 less off on villains. We're going to buy Quiver of Arrows to trigger Captain Cold's ability. So that's 19 and nothing there, but since we teamworked, we're back to 20. And that's definitely enough to beat Wally West. I'm going to count my cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards played. That is enough to beat Wally West and still have 7 power left over. We're going to go ahead and gain a breakthrough of some of that 7 power. And we're going to go ahead and gain 0 weaknesses and instead just trade out our hero here. Oh, we forgot to add one after beating the Crisis. We're taking Golden Glider. That is our hero. And we add one to the stack up here. I'm starting to remember there's a lot of moving parts in this particular setup between the sidekick rules that I've made for Dark Knight's Metal and the teamwork stack for the rogues. There is a lot of new rules floating around. I'm trying to keep them all straight. So I'm apologizing if I miss any of them. I know it's hard for the players just as much as it is for me. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we have Flight in our hand, so that's good. Our new card is the Flash. Draw a card, defense. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3 cards, then discard 3 cards. That's a nice one. Alternate reality. At the start of your turn, destroy all heroes in your hand. Gain that many random villains from the destroy pile and put them into your hand. That's sad. We're about to lose Wonder Woman, and I don't think there's a way to get her back. We're going to have to put her in the pile up there. Your team must destroy 12 cost worth of heroes in their discard pile. That's a dangerous one. I'm not a big fan of alternate reality. And then Bart Allen. Each player reveals their hand and gains a weakness for each different card with VP value 1 or greater they revealed this way. We're going to use Flight. You may discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put a card from your discard pile on top of your deck. We're going to put... Ooh, what are we going to put on top of our deck? We're going to put Magician's Corset on top of our deck. Okay, so we have to destroy all the heroes in our hand and gain that many random destroyed villains. So we are losing these 2 heroes and getting 2 villains right to our hand. So let's go ahead and shuffle this up. Figure out what our 2 villains are going to be. Rabbit Robin. And nope, 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 nope. Lady Blackhawk. Okay, unfortunately, Rabbit Robin here specifically says, when you gain this card, also gain a weakness. So that's too bad. Okay, we're going to start our turn. You know, we're just going to try and beat... We're going to try and beat the Crisis. So the Crisis is destroy 12 cost worth of heroes in our discard pile. I'm almost certain we have that already. It's unfortunately lost a few in there. I only want to destroy ones that cost 5 or less so that we can use Signature Trenchcoat to get them back. So anything over 7, I'm immediately disqualifying. So we're going to keep Pied Piper. And we'll get rid of 1 John Constantine, bringing us down to 5. We'll get rid of... we'll get rid of Cyborg 1 million. So that's 10. I only need 2 more, so there's Aquaman. That's what we'll do. That's our destroyed ones. Destroying those gets alternate reality out of our hair. We'll take this weakness off of here, and we'll move on with our turn. We're going to start by using Golden Glider's teamwork ability, which is 0 power there, but she triggers Rogue Safe House for 1 power. And then we use her power that when we play a card that's not ours, that vulnerability, we get to draw a card. So that's a pretty good turn. 2 power, draw a card. Draw 2 cards. Gain a card from the destroyed pile. I definitely want John Constantine back, but is there anything else? Because we did destroy a bunch of other stuff. It's too bad that Signature Trenchcoat got destroyed. We're not going to have it later on now. We should get Signature Trenchcoat back so that we have as many cards as we can that we don't have to destroy later on. Yeah, we're going to do that. We're going to Signature Trenchcoat so that we can limit how many things are in here, because there's a lot of... You know what? No. We're going to put Signature Trenchcoat up there if we get a chance. We'll take John Constantine for now. So we're still at, what, 2 power. Three, 4, 5, and draw a card. Ooh, draw 2 cards and get to 6, 4, 5, 6 power. John Constantine. Ooh, we'll take Captain Boomerang and leave this on top. 7, 8, 9. Reveal a top card. I don't think that's worth any VP. Nope. Draw a card. +1 for each medal. Oh god. Or equipment. 10, 11, 12, 13 power. 14, 15. 16, 17. 18. Mirror Gun's not going to do anything, and we're going to use magic on something here. There's got to be something that's too much. Rabid Robin, I could probably deal without. Yeah, we're going to destroy Rabid Robin to get to 19 and draw a card. 20 power. Alright, goodbye to Bart Allen. So that leaves us with 6 power. We're going to go ahead and buy the Flash, since we got a villain. We have to either lose our hero or trade her out. We have to add 1 up here. Did we destroy the one earlier for beating the Crisis? We did. Okay. We'll trade her out. We are missing a new one. We forgot to add this after beating the Crisis. We're going to trade her for Heat Wave. We're going to try... No, not Heat Wave. Cyborg. No, Captain Cold. I want to keep team working. So, Captain Cold it is. Welcome everyone. Again, this is for the Solo Crisis League. We are in Season 4, Round 5. It's kind of a semi-competitive version of Crisis expansions for the DC deck building game. It's a lot of fun. Alright, if you want more information on it, I'll be talking more about it later, or there's a link below you can read about it. Yeah, I'm definitely still tinkering with the... sorry, I was just reading your message. I'm definitely still tinkering with the teamwork ability. I like that it's now interacting with the discard pile instead of the deck. A lot less shuffling, a lot smoother. I think I want to increase how many cards you destroy in it at some point, because basically you beat a villain and you add a weakness to it. Then when you beat a Crisis later, you just destroy that weakness. So it's pretty much just adding and removing the same weakness. If I make it so that you destroy 2 cards, you might have to actually make a choice, like destroy a weakness and then maybe a villain that's in there or something. So it still needs some tinkering, but it's definitely improving. So I'm glad about that. All right, our new weakness is Rise of the Rot. At the start of your turn, gain a weakness unless you reveal one from your hand. Each player must discard a weakness card. Also remove this crisis if the weakness stack runs out. So we have to gain a weakness because we can't reveal one from our hand. And then Max Mercury. Each player adds the top card of the main deck to the lineup. Lose a number of VP equal to twice the VP of the card you lost that way. I think we'll defend. What Speed Force do? Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, put any number of cards with cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. Yeah, we're gonna do that, and we're gonna add that weakness to our hand so that we can get rid of Rise of the Rot very quickly. All right, I think we have to have a card come out. Please don't be a villain. Okay. And since it's our turn now, we will discard this weakness to remove the crisis. So we already beat Rise of the Rot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. Let's go ahead and take care of this now. We will start by doing Captain Cold's Teamwork ability, which gets us 1 power. That also triggers Rogue Safe House to get us to 2 power. We're going to get 3/4. If I teamwork this turn, I draw a card, and I certainly did. We'll use John Constantine. We'll take Power of the Red. No, we'll take Flight and destroy Power of the Red. And then we'll draw a card. Look at the top card. We may discard it. We will discard that. We've only got 4 power after all of this. That's kind of sad. 5, 6, 7, 8. I could discard this, but it's not really going to help. We'll get to 9. We'll go ahead and take our mirror images, and we'll go ahead and take a breakthrough. Lots of breakthroughs floating around. I don't want those weaknesses to be a problem at all. So we're just going to get those out of here. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, new card comes out. Oblivion Bar. Discard a card with cost 1 or greater from your hand to avoid an attack. That's fun. I mean, it's another Iron Heights type card. We're gonna play a weakness that triggers the rots that we draw a card. Then let's go ahead and do our teamwork ability. So that's 1, 2 power. We're going to teamwork again. 3, 4 power. We can gain a card from the destroyed pile. What do I want? Probably the other signature trench coat, like I said earlier. Time for that to happen. 5, 6, 7, put a card of VP equal to 1 or less on top of your deck. Draw a card. Get another destroyed card back. I do like Mr. Terrific. I think that's where we're going to go. Yeah, we're going to take Mr. Terrific. I want to put Phasing and Wonder Woman up here because I do want to add them to the teamwork stack, but we have to kind of get some villains out here first. I mean, where'd they all go? Reveal a top card of your deck, plus power equal to its VP value. That's 0. So I think we ended up with 10 power total, if I remember correctly. So that was 0 there, but we did get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we just got 5, and we'll go ahead and buy Oblivion Bar. Because Oblivion Bar we might use to discard a weakness instead of a victory point and avoid multiple issues. Alright. Phantom Zone Projector. That's a good defense card. We will start our turn by doing Captain Cold's ability to teamwork. That is 1. Triggers Rogue Safe House to get to 2. If I teamwork this turn, draw a card, and we're at 4 power. 5, 6, we played a hero, getting her to 7. 8, 9, reveal the top card of our deck to get the 10 power. 11, 12, that's enough to get rid of Max Mercury, so that's over. We'll go ahead, add a weakness here. And with that, we're going to switch out our hero for, we want Golden Glider back. That's what we want. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At this point, it's really just the crises that are a problem. Crises. It's not really a big deal to deal with the villains at this point. So, a new card is Mr. Terrific. Our new crisis is Legion of Doom. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. That's 2 attacks. Target foes each gain a weakness. So we'll take 1 attack, discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, draw 3 cards, then discard 3 cards. And we will discard Mirror Gun, Quiver of Arrows, and I guess Magic. Okay, and then this guy attacks, but we will spend a victory point for Iron Heights to avoid that attack. Okay, then the rest of Legion of Doom. Hero cards lose all attacks and have +1 power instead. Oh wait, did I just defend with a hero? So all that text didn't actually matter? Okay, we'll go back as best I can. These 3 were on top, I believe. The flash was in my hand, so I couldn't actually do that. Instead, we would spend another victory point. Or actually, you know, yeah, we'll spend another victory point to avoid both of those attacks. Sorry about that. Should have read the whole card. Did I get this out already? Yeah, Legion of Doom. To beat, each player must destroy a hero in his hand. Very well. Then, our new villain is Jesse Quick. Each player destroys the top card of their deck. Again, we're going to defend with this right here, victory point. Okay, not much going on. Each player destroys a top card of their deck. We don't want that. We're going to defend from that. We do have to get rid of these 2 guys, though, before we can get rid of Legion of Doom. So, we'll do Quiver of Arrows. Look at this card. We may discard it. We will not. We'll use Teamwork for Golden Glider here. So, what that means is that we get to play the top card of this deck, and now we have a weakness shuffled in there, which is kind of dangerous. So that's 1, triggers Rogue Safe House, and then that triggers Golden Glider. So that's 1, 2, and then draw another card. 3 and draw another card. We're going to play Magic on Quiver of Arrows here. Let's look at this top card, and we may discard it. We will not. 4, 5. 6. Let's play Mirror Gun. We can play a top card. We can gain cards as long as we can gain cards we've already played from the discard pile. So, do we have any of these? I don't think so. I don't think we've played any of these cards just yet. Nope, not yet. So, we just have that 6 power, which we will use to get rid of Ra's al Ghul. And with that, we're going to add Wonder Woman to the discard pile up here. Since we beat a villain, we get to add a card to the discard pile up there. And then 1 more power. It gets us to 3 power total, which we will use to buy Phantom Zone Projector. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Really wish I could get rid of this, but we have to get rid of that villain first. So, let's start by using Teamwork. That's 1, triggers Rogue Safe House to get to 2, and then Golden Glider draws a card. All right, draw 2 cards. So that's 1, 2 power, 3, 4, draw 2 cards, and get to 5, 6 power. discard a punch for Green Arrow to make him cheaper, get rid of Ra's al Ghul. So now we have 4 power, and we will destroy John Constantine from our hand to get rid of Legion of Doom, which allows us to destroy a card up here. We will destroy this punch. So we're at 4 power. Draw a card. Ooh. +1 power for each equipment and or metal card. So nothing yet. So just 4 power. We have to play this weakness, which triggers the rot so that we draw a card. This is dangerous having that rot card. It's helped a few times, but a few other times it's really put me in danger. So 4, draw a card. Oh, we will use Breakthrough on that to get to 5/6 and get rid of this weakness. 7/8, if I've played a hero, another metal, that's 9, and she also triggers Steel to get to 10. 11/12, play the top card of your deck. You may put a card of that cost from the discard pile into your hand. So draw a card. I don't have a discard pile right now. 13, 14, 15 power, and villains cost 2 less. So she only costs 7. So that's an easy one. Leaving me with 8 power. We will buy Mr. Terrific and Airwalk Shoes. You know what? Maybe I should get Flight in case we get Dimensional Shift. Yeah, we're going to get Mr. Terrific and Flight just because it's very useful in the case of Dimensional Shift. Alright, oh, and we have to trade out our... You know what? We're going to take 2 weaknesses so that we can keep Golden Glider. And it might be a bit dangerous, but I just like that character. She's incredibly powerful. I don't know why I would want to get rid of her. I'll pay the cost to keep her. And we do have to add a weakness also to the stack up here. Now, we've got ourselves 1 new card coming out. We've got a new Crisis. Kryptonite Meteor. Put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. 1, 2, and 3. So we have that attack from Strife. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards with the same name as a card in the lineup. None of these are in the lineup, so we are okay. Superhero cards lose all attacks and have +1 power instead. Each player must destroy a superpower in his hand. We've got Mecha Constructs. I don't love that card. I'd much rather get rid of Brutal Chase. It's very useless in a Crisis game, but we're gonna try to use Mecha Construct if we can get rid of Strife early enough. We have still Phantom Zone Projector here. So, oh wait, maybe we should have done that instead. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may destroy a card in your discard pile. No, we don't need to defend against that because there's no attack, but we will use it against Sinestro. He costs 3 more for each hero in the lineup. We will defend against his attack to discard this and destroy this weakness in my deck, my discard pile. So that's the start of something. So now all of our equipment, our superpowers have just +1 power. We have to destroy one to get rid of Kryptonite Meteor. We'll start our turn with Golden Glider's ability to use Teamwork. That's 0 power there, but it does trigger Rogue's Safe House for 1 power, and it triggers the Rot to draw a card. 2/3, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy it. I will not. I will not. 4 and draw a card. That 4, we're going to go ahead and buy Strife, bringing me down to 1 power and giving us the ability to add 1 up there. Thinking John Constantine. No, Phasing. Definitely get the expensive card up there of Phasing. Alright, we have 1 power left. +3 is 4 power, and I can put a card on top of my deck. Just looking at my options here. That's a good card. That's a good card too. We're gonna go with Fulcrum Abominus. 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll destroy Mecha Construct to get rid of Kryptonite Meteor, which allows us to destroy a card in the discard pile here. So that's 8 power. We will buy Airwalk Shoes and stop there. We get 1 VP for buying Airwalk Shoes. 1 VP, why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Sinestro, he does cost 3 more for each hero in the lineup, so maybe I should have bought Animal Man, but I didn't. And that's my fault. Okay, that's a lot of draw cards I've got going on here. We're going to start our turn by teamworking. Why not? No, we'll start with John Constantine. Reveal 2 cards. We will draw Signature Trenchcoat and leave Batmanium here. Then we will teamwork for 1, 2 power, triggers Golden Glider to draw a card. Three, 4 power, and I can draw 2 cards. Oblivion Bar, it's another defense. 5, 6, we did teamwork this turn, so we get to draw a card. Teamwork another card. 7, 8, 9, triggers Golden Glider to draw another card. I can get a card from the destroyed pile. We'll get John Constantine back. Draw a card. We'll play Batmanium to look at this card. It's 0. 10, and then we're gonna go for Mirror Gun, which might take a bit if we can figure out what's here. So we have Flight, Batmanium, lots of stuff going on here. Oh, there's a John Constantine, so that goes to our hand. Flight. I think that's it. Yep, just that. So I think we're at 9 power, and I think that's it. We will use John Constantine, reveal 2 cards. We'll draw Signature Trenchcoat and destroy that weakness. Play Signature Trenchcoat to get another card from the destroyed pile. Cyborg 1 million, I'm leaning towards. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Still at 9 power here. 10. Let's go ahead and do Batmanium. We need 3 more power. That's what we need. So we're at 10. We get to reveal the top card. 11. And I'm going to use magic on something that's going to get me 2 power. What's that going to be? What can get me 2 power that I'm okay with destroying? Get rid of a Signature Trenchcoat for another 12, 13 power. Yeah, we will destroy Signature Trenchcoat to get the 12, 13 power and beat Sinestro. Beating that villain, we will trade out Golden Glider this time because that was a lot of weaknesses that last turn. And we'll go ahead and we'll take Captain Cold back. What else happens? We beat a villain. We have to add a weakness to the teamwork stack up here. And let's go ahead and shuffle up and keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card has to come out. New Crisis. Dimensional Shift. Had to happen eventually. All cards. I'll put the top 3 cards of the main deck into the lineup. First off, we'll do that. So that's 1, 2, and 3. All cards in the lineup cost 2 more to buy. Each player reveals the top card of his deck. If any player reveals a card of cost exactly 2, remove this Crisis. So we're going to do what we can to try and make that happen. Then we have our new villain, and it's Parallax, which we will defend against with Phantom Zone Projector. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may destroy a card in your discard pile. Didn't we play a weakness? Do we not play a weakness? Oh man, there's not really anything in my discard pile I want to destroy. We'll destroy Flight. It's not doing much for me. So, we're going to start our turn really what I hope is intelligent. We're going to use Captain Boomerang Jr., 3 power, and then each player puts a card of VP value 1 or less in their discard pile on top of their deck. We're probably going to do Flight, since we've got 2 of them. Yep, Flight goes on top of our deck. Then, we're going to try and beat Dimension Shift. So we look at the top card of our deck. It's Flight, it costs 2. We just reveal it, so it just stays there, and Dimension Shift is over. We destroy this weakness, and the turn keeps going. So we're still at 3 power. Let's go ahead and do Teamwork. Gain a card from the lineup and put it into your hand. Then put a card of the same cost from your hand into the lineup. Okay. Anything out there I want? Yes, I want Bow Staff, and I'll just put a Breakthrough out there. And then since we played a card that's not ours, oh no, we didn't. We're not her. We do get 1 for Rogue Safe House. So we're at 3, 4 power. 5, 6. I played a hero, so that's 7 power. 8, 9. Draw a card, and that'll be +1 for equipment and metal cards. So that's 10, 11. 12 here. Anything I can do to draw another card or anything like that? We can try to do Captain Cold. He has to get a card of cost 3 or less. So you know what we'll do? We will buy that Breakthrough, bringing us down to 9. Well, we can use Captain Cold now to do another Teamwork. That's 10 and draw a card, and then it also triggers Rogue Safe House, getting us to 11. 12, 13, reveal the top card of our deck. We may destroy it. We will not destroy it. But 13 power gets rid of Parallax. Thank you, Captain Cold. Man, I really like the Teamwork ability. I really like Dark Knight's Metal. I really like Rogue's 5. Maybe a little more complicated to combine it all in solo mode, but I really enjoy it. Okay, so we have to add a weakness to the Teamwork stack. We're going to get rid of Captain Cold and get Golden Glider back. Rescue Golden Glider here. Okay. How are we doing? New card comes out anywhere. Well, there, obviously, in the lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we have a defense card? We have 2 here to choose from, and we have 1 in our hand, so that's good. Let's go ahead and put a new card out. It's Tornado. Our new Crisis is Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Each player places all cards he buys or gains from the lineup under this card, including villains. Remove this Crisis when there are 10 cards under this card. Then, one player destroys his deck and discard pile. The cards under this Crisis become his new deck. That's a fun Crisis, but man, can it be tough on you sometimes. Put these up here. I'm just going to make some room. Then, our new villain is Darkseid. Darkseid costs 3 more to defeat for each superpower in the lineup. Superpowers. Each player puts all superpowers from his hand into the lineup. We will defend with Speed Force. Discard this card to avoid an attack. If you do, you may put a card, any number of cards of cost 0 from your discard pile into your hand. Any number of cards of cost 0. We're definitely going to take a weakness because we have a, whatchamacallit in our hand. A Breakthrough. There's no other 0 cost cards there, so that's all we're doing. There's no weakness there either, so that doesn't happen either. I guess I should have kept Captain Cold or something. Alright. So we need to get rid of Collapsing Parallel Worlds. We're going to start by doing Teamwork. That's 1 power, 2 power of Rogue Safe House. Golden Glider says draw a card. 3, 4, look at the top card of our deck. We may destroy it. We will not. Put a card with VP value 1 or less from our discard pile into our hand. So that's 4, and I get to put a card into my hand. Go with Captain Boomerang Jr. To get 5, 6, 7, I can put a card on top of my deck. 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 here. So 12 power is enough to get Tornado, bringing us down to 8. And we get what for that? 1 VP. We'll get Kendra Saunders, bringing us down to 4. And we'll add Animal Man, bringing us down to 0. That's going to be the first 3 cards going into Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Hopefully, we can get in a situation where we destroy a bunch of these cards that we don't need so much and still keep a lot of valuable ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ooh, that's some good cards. 1 new card comes out. We will start our turn by teamworking as Golden Glider. That's 1 power. Triggers Rogue Safe House to get the 2 power. Triggers Golden Glider, 2, draw a card. 3 and draw a card. Play the top card of your deck. You may put a card with that cost from your discard pile into your hand. Ooh, Weakness gets played. A card of that cost from our discard pile into our hand. There's got to be a punch in here. And then since we played a Weakness, we have to draw a card. And hopefully that card is not a Weakness. It is not. Okay. So we're at 3 power. 4, 5, getting rid of that Weakness. Let's go ahead and teamwork again. 6, 7, 8, 9 of Rogue Safe House, and draw a card. Reveal top card of our deck. It's a breakthrough, so nothing there. 10, but draw 2 cards. Yep, 11, 12, and 13 because of the hero. Draw a card. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, and 22 power. I mean, that's a lot of power. Oh man, to give it all to this crisis. So, 19, 15, minus 2 gets us down to 13. I can't add breakthroughs to it because it's not from the lineup. We'll add 1 Brutal Chase, bringing it down to 9. We'll add 1 Dr. Fate, bringing us down to 6. And we'll add Loot, but we're definitely going to try and destroy it. But I will not add that other Brutal Chase. If I can avoid it, I will not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where are we at under there anyway? What's our number like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Only 1 more card. 1 card's coming out. Escape. Okay, it's a pretty good card at least. Let's see what we can do to draw a bunch of cards this turn. So we will start by doing our normal teamwork ability, which is 1 power, 2 power from Rogue Safe House, and then draw a card. We will play Fulcrum Abominus to get to 4 power and draw 2 cards. Draw a card. 5, 6, and draw a card. 7, 8, reveal the top card of our deck. We may destroy it. We will not. Want to try and draw that if we can. 9, reveal the top card. 10, 11, 12. Put a copy of, you know what, 13, 14, 15, 16. Put a copy of each card that we've played this turn into our hand from our discard pile. I don't think we have any of these though. So sad to see some of these go. I think we did play a Batmanium. I guess not. I thought we did. Oh, there it is. Yep, Batmanium comes to our hand. Losing so many cards. Yeah. Okay, with that 16 power, that's all we could save. These are the cards we were able to save. So we will buy Escape. And in buying Escape, that's 10 cards under here. I believe. I'll double check the math. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is. That's the end of Collapsing Parallel Worlds. And we get to destroy a card in here. We're going to destroy this weakness. Ooh, and we have to destroy all of this, unfortunately. Man, let's see what we lost. We lost Mr. Terrific. We lost his signature trench coat. Breakthrough can just go right back up here. Phantom Zone Projector, Magic, Airwalk Shoes, a John Constantine. Another Breakthrough. Cyborg 1 million, Punch. Yes. These are some really good cards we lost. That's sad. Every time this happens, I don't like it. I don't like it. Okay. So this becomes our new deck. Now we have to take on Darkseid with what we got left. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll start with Tornado to draw a card. Then 2 power, and we'll say it's a hero. It's an equipment. 3, 4, 5. If I have played a villain or another metal card this turn, plus 1 power. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do Golden Glider to get to a weakness, which triggers the Rot to draw a card. Also triggers Rogue Safehouse to get to 7, I believe, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And triggers Golden Glider to draw another card. 8, 9. Destroy a card in the lineup. It says 10, 11. Replace it. And with the metal that I replace it, if I can gain it. It is not. So 12 power, I believe, is where we ended. And we'll double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's more than enough. We only needed 10 because he's superheroes, right? Superpower. Oh, there's no powers out there either. So you know what? He's done. No more Darkseid. We will get rid of Golden Glider here. We'll gain what? I think Heat Wave, because there's a lot of cards I want to destroy in here. But you know what? Let's go with Batman. Batman might be a better card for that. I want to move through that. We're going to go with Captain Cold because I want to keep using the teamwork ability. I think that's where I'm going to land on this. Want to keep using that teamwork ability whenever possible. Okay, we're getting there. Just about down to what? 4 villains left, I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, no defense in our hands, so our new crisis is Untouchable Villain. At the start of your turn, put the top card of the main deck into the lineup. If it is not a villain, discard a card. Each player must destroy 8 costs worth of cards in his hand. Yikes, that's a tough hit after what we just did. And then it's Atrocitus. Each player puts his hand under his superhero. If you avoid this attack, put a random card from your hand under your superhero. When this villain is defeated, discard those cards. You know what? Let's just put our... You know what? It's dangerous, but yes, we're going to just put our hand under our superhero. Take this turn. So for Untouchable Villain, there's no villains out there, so a new card comes out. And then it goes to another turn, a card comes out. And then we have to put a card out for Untouchable Villain. It's not a villain, so I have to discard a card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have to discard a card. We'll discard Loot because it's useless. Okay. Let's start with Teamwork. That is 0 power, but triggers the Rot, so we draw a card, and triggers Rogue Safehouse, so we get 1 power from it. 2, 3, 4. Reveal the top card of your deck. Get 5 power there, cool. And then draw a card, and that's going to be 6 power. 7, 8, 9 power. With that 9 power, we're going to get rid of Magenta, which we get 1 VP for. And we have 4 power left over. We'll go ahead and get Hal Jordan. No, Animal Man. No. No, yeah, Hal Jordan. New card coming out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have to add a card to the lineup. Is it a villain? It is not, so we have to discard a card. We'll discard Jesse James. And now, since there are no villains, we can get rid of Untouchable Villain. 8 cost worth of cards must be destroyed from our hand. I'm thinking Mirror Gun. That's 4. And Tornado. So that's 8 power destroyed. Untouchable Villain is over. We beat a crisis, so we can destroy this weakness. We'll go ahead and do our Teamwork ability, which is 3 power. Triggers Rogue Safehouse to get to 4 power. Reveal the top card of our deck. 5 power. And then 6, 7. I played another metal card, so that's 8. Anything else I can do? Doesn't look that way. We're going to buy Bag of Tricks, because that's a great card. 1, 2, 3, 4, nothing there. I just realized we have to get some some breakthrough cards. We're going to get rid of weaknesses as we gain them. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. New card comes out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw a card, and I get 1 for each equipment and metal card. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's go ahead and do our Teamwork. 10. And then Rogue Safehouse gets us to 11. We will not do Brutal Chase. We'll just get rid of Atrocitus. In doing so, we add a villain to a weakness up here, and we trade out Captain Cold for Golden Glider. And we get these cards back. And anything else? I guess we get ready for our next turn. That's what we do. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you're interested in how all this Teamwork stuff works, it's down below. It's a variant I made myself. Check it out. Maybe try playing it. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It takes kind of... So, with Crisis Mode, you get way too powerful if you play that by just the standard Dark Knight's Metal rules, because you have like 6 characters, and if you're not using the characters from Dark Knight's Metal, they can be very powerful the way they stack. So, I just made this system so that you stick to 2 and kind of stay thematically with your sidekick and your hero. It's a lot of fun. We do have 2 defense cards in our hand, as well as our 2 defense locations. We have a crisis coming, and it is Wave of Terror. At the start of your turn, discard all cards that share the lowest cost in your hand. Each player discards a random card from his hand. Remove this crisis if each of those cards has a cost 1 or greater. Each player discards a random... No, that's actually different for solo. What am I talking about? I think it's the top 3 cards of your deck. Discard the top 3 cards of your deck. Remove this crisis if they all have a cost 1 or greater. Very well. Then we have to take care of our new villain. It's Hawkman. Each player discards cards until they have discarded at least 5 power worth of cards. If your hand empties this way, plus 1 power. Plus 1 VP, I mean. We're going to defend. And we'll put Flight in our hands. We use Flight, I mean, to put a card on top of our deck. And we'll put Brutal Chase on top of our deck. Okay, we already have the lineup ready. We can go ahead and try and beat Wave of Terror, which is just discarding 3 cards. As long as they all cost 1 or more, which they do. Wave of Terror is over. We can destroy this weakness, and we move on. Not that bad. Wave of Terror really isn't that bad. Okay. We're going to go ahead and do Teamwork. That's 1 power, 2 power of Rogue Safehouse, triggers Golden Glider to draw a card. Reveal the top card of our deck, plus power equal to its VP. 0. That's too bad. Alright, so we're at 2 power, 3, 4, gain a card of cost 4 or less in the lineup, we're going to go ahead and gain Plastic Man. We already know that's going to be worth 0, so that's going to be the end of our turn. In fact, maybe instead of Plastic Man... Oh no, we still have power, so 2, 3, 4 power we generated, which we will use to buy Breakthrough. Forgot that we actually generated power. It wasn't just the... Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. It wasn't just the Hal Jordan card that we were depending on. Alright. So far, so good. 3, 4, 5. We are going to start our turn by teamworking. So that's going to be 3 power, 4 power of Rogue Safe House. Draw a card. 5, 6. If you teamwork this turn, draw a card. 7, 8. 9, 10, reveal the top card. 11 power because of its VP. 12, 13. We play another metal card to get to 14. We're going to say goodbye to... Not yet. Not yet. 15, 16, add the top card of the main deck to the lineup. If it's cost 5 or greater, draw a card. It is not. So we end up with... I forgot where we were power-wise. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I'm not even going to play Bag of Tricks. What I'm going to do is buy Deathstroke, bring me down to 11, and since I bought a villain... we can add a card to the pile up here. 11, and then goodbye to Hawkman, bring me down to 0 power, add a weakness here, and I think I'm just going to take 2 weaknesses and keep Golden Glider, because she's going strong for me. In fact, I'm really going to need her for the upcoming villain here. Alright, new card coming out. Patty Spivot, I'm going to need her too. Death in the Family. At the start of your turn, destroy a hero in the lineup. If there are none to destroy, add a card from the main deck to the lineup. Each player must destroy a defense card in his hand. Very well. Our new villain is the Flash. At the start of your turn, lose 1 victory point. Each time you play a card from your hand, discard a card. Players may teamwork any number of different foes. So at the start of our turn, we have to destroy a hero. We're going to destroy Animal Man. As I said, I really want Patty Spivot. And to beat it, we have to destroy a defense in hand. We will destroy Flight. And now there's no more Death in the Family. And we will destroy this weakness in the process. We will start our turn by doing teamwork. That is 2 power, 3 power of Rogue Safe House. And then Golden Glider is allowed to draw a card. Okay. Just looking at all my options here. It's not great. So 2, 3 power we're at. 4, 5, we'll discard a Spatmanium for that. You may look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will destroy that loot. Thank you. 6, 7, we'll discard Speed Force. 8, 9. Not getting rid of the Flash right now, but we will buy Patty Spivot, and we'll buy Engulfing Flames also. And we get 1, 2 VP for that. We'll just take 1 VP because we're going to lose 1 this turn anyway. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need some of those heavy draw cards we have lying around here. There we go. We'll start with Teamwork again. That will be Teamwork a Foe. So since we did Teamwork though, that does still trigger Rogue Safe House. That's still 1 power, and it also triggers Golden Glider to draw a card. And then we'll Teamwork again. No power there, but again 2 power, and triggers Golden Glider to draw a card, but it also triggers the Rot to draw a card. So that's what we wanted to see happen. So we're at 1, 2 power. I'm trying to see if I have anything that interacts with my discard pile. Doesn't look that way. Okay, then we will do it. So we will do Fulcrum Abominus to get to 4 power and I have to discard a card. We'll discard Hal Jordan. So 1, 2, 3, 4 power and draw 2 cards. Uh, 5, 6, please be a superpower. That's an equipment. We will discard Brutal Chase for that. Draw a card. And then I get +1 for each equipment and or metal card I've played this turn. So we'll count that soon. So 5, 6. We will play 7. And we'll discard Flight for that. 8, 9, discarding Plastic Man. And we're going to say it's a superpower. It's a weakness. We leave it there. We know that's a weakness. We know it is. We still have to take the chance, I think. Bag of Tricks. We need 6 power. We're going to spend 3 to get to 12. We have to discard this. Now we're going to spend 4 to get to 13 and draw 4 cards. 14, 2, 3, 13 and draw 4 cards. Ah! That is going to destroy us. That's 2 weaknesses. Our turn ends. We lose one of the weaknesses, though. And we lose Golden Glider, so she's not coming back right just yet. That's too bad because she was our key here. We really needed her to work. Yikes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Without Golden Glider, this is going to be much tougher. Much tougher. We will start, if a new card come out, Patty Spivot, and she is going to teamwork a card. Teamwork a player. If you draw or have drawn 1 or more cards this turn, teamwork a foe. So if I get to draw any more cards, we can also teamwork a foe. Still at 0 power, but teamwork is 0. 1 power here triggers the Rakdos that we draw a card. And then, since we drew a card, triggers Patty Spivot to teamwork again. So that's 1 power. Teamwork a foe. That's 2 power because of Rogue Safe House, and then we get to do it again. 3, 4, 5, 6 power. So 6 power is pretty good. We're going to play Engulfing Flames to get 7, 8. We're going to destroy this card so that we draw 2 cards. Not working out my way. I tried. Batmanium. 9, 10. Discarding this. Batmanium. 11, 12 of this Prometheum. So with that 12, we'll go ahead and buy Electrum. We'll buy ourselves a Breakthrough. And we'll buy another Breakthrough. Okay, we did a lot that turn, so a lot happened. We just didn't get what we wanted, which was to defeat the Flash. So we lose another victory point. New card has to come out. Whew. We're moving through the teamwork stack, though, which is a good thing. It allows us to keep drawing cards that aren't ours, helping us beat the Flash. All right, no teamwork abilities this turn. We will start with Mr. Terrific and discard this Flight. 2 power, reveal the top card of your deck. You may destroy it. We will not. We will then play Animal Man, discard Dr. Fate. So 2, 4, and then we get to say it's an equipment, which it is. And then we're just going to go all out. So that's 3 power. So 7 power and draw 3 cards. Just trying anything here, man. Have to play the weakness. So we'll discard, yeah, Engulfing Flames. But that triggers the rots that we draw a card. Patty Spivot. 8, 9. We did draw cards this turn, so we get to do another teamwork. 10, 11. Not enough to get rid of the flash. Not enough. We're going to get T-Spheres. And we'll get Cold Gun. Hopefully we can get there soon. We are really getting close. Ooh, a new attack. Each foe reveals his hand and discards cards until he contains no duplicate cards. There are no duplicate cards, so we are okay there. Okay, we will start our turn by playing Fulcrum Abominus, getting 1 power, discarding this, and drawing 2 cards. We're going to play Electrum, discarding Prometheum, and says put a hero, villain, or metal card from my discard pile into my hand. We're going to take Patty Spivot. So we're at 1 power. We are going to use Patty Spivot to get 2, 3 power, 4 power, and I think we've already drawn a card this turn because of, yes, that. So we get the teamwork again. 5, 6 power. 7, 8 if I control 4 different card types. 2 more power. 1, 2. I do control 4 card types. So I do get the 10 power. So that's Goodbye Psycho Pirate. Getting rid of that allows us to add a card to the pile up there. Gonna add that. So I still have 5 power left up, but I'm not going to buy any of those. I guess I'll buy 1 breakthrough, just in case. Here's another breakthrough. Here's another card coming out. Man, this is going to go right down to the wire, it seems. 2, 3, 4, 5. This flash is going to last a while. Okay. We will start, I guess, with Animal Man, 2 power, and we'll say it's a hero. It is not. So you have to discard a card for that. 3, 4, discard a card. 5, 6. Not much I can do about that. Nothing going on there. New card comes out. It's a new villain. 2, 3, 4. Nothing, no attack though, so that's okay. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. How are we doing? Okay. Very good. We are going to play Engulfing Flames. We have to discard Batmanium, and we're going to destroy this breakthrough. So that means 2 power and draw 2 cards. We're going to play Fulcrum Abominus to get to 3 power and discard this escape and draw 2 cards. Draw a card, and then he gets +1 for each equipment and or metal card, so that's only, well, it's still just 3 power right now. Patty Spivot, teamwork this card. 4, 5, 6. Put a hero, villain, or metal card from my discard pile into my hand. There is only one. Now, steel, though, gets +1 for each equipment and metal card, so that's 7. And then he'll get 8 for this, and then I get whatever this is in VP. 0. So 8 power we'll use to get rid of Abracadabra and add another card to the stack up there. Mirror Images is interesting. Pied Piper is more interesting. Ooh, maybe we're gonna add the other signature trench coat, so that hopefully that happens again soon. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card has to come out. Phoenix Cannon. Mr. Terrific, 2 power. Look at the top card. We may destroy it. We will not. That's going to be 5 power. If I do not control a weakness, gain a weakness. I don't know why I took that risk. I just didn't really have to. And then 6, 7, which we will use to get Phoenix Cannon. And 1 more breakthrough, because we just gained that weakness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Play the weakness, so we have to discard a card. We'll discard Prometheum. No, we'll discard Brutal Chase. Play Breakthrough. That's 2 power now. And that's gone. We have to discard Prometheum. So then 4 power, which we'll say it's a hero. It is not. 4 power we will not be spending. I don't see anything out there I really need. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are really winding down here. Man, not a great selection. Animal Man, 2 power, we'll say it's a hero. It is. So there is that. Uh, 3, 4, at the top card, if it costs 5 or greater, I get to draw a card. It does not. But we're at 4 power. Gain a card of cost 4 or less from the lineup. And then I still have 4 power to spend, which we will spend on another breakthrough. And that's going to be under the breakthroughs for a while. That should be plenty for the weaknesses that we have. Magic, that's something we can use. Magic can help us here. Really wish I had another hero. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do not want to lose Green Arrow either, though. Alright, reveal the top card of your deck plus power equal to its VP value. So that's 1. And we'll discard Flight for that. 2, 3, 4 power. Discard that. And then we'll do 6. We'll go ahead and buy that magic card. New card comes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are terrible options. Man. 2 power, we're going to say it's a hero. It is not. 3, 4. I guess we'll discard this to get to 5, 6. I don't need Iris West, so we're just going to move on. 8th Metal Sunblade. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a card worth saving up for. Alright, House of Mystery is out, and so we'll spend Cold Gun for that. Then we'll spend T-Spheres. If you do not control a weakness, gain a weakness. And then 2 power for 5 total. Not enough for 8th Metal Sunblade, but we will get that soon. 2, 3, 4, 5. New card coming out. New villain. Alright, we have to play this weakness, which triggers the rot so that we draw a card. We have to discard a card also when we play that. Alright, here's 1. We'll gain that weakness to get to 4 power. We'll go ahead and get rid of Tar Pit, which we get a VP for. And we can add a card up there. So probably Abracadabra would be a good choice. But what else we got? We're going to go with John Constantine. Really fill up the John Constantine cards up there. Those are my favorites. So that's 4 cards. And we'll go 5, 6 and say it's a hero, which it is. 7, 8. Look at the top card of your deck. You may destroy it. We will not. But that 8 power is enough to get 8 Metal Sunblade. Oh, and we get the, hold on, we have 8 power, and you trigger House of Mystery. 9, 10. We don't control enough card types, so we get 8th Metal Sunblade and Iris West, which will get us 1 victory point. But because of the next turn, we're going to lose 1 anyway, so we'll just stop there. New card comes out. Okay. These are some good cards. It's hard to choose. So we're going to go with Engulfing Flames, getting us 2 power, destroying this breakthrough, so we can draw 2 cards. Oh, we have to discard a card too. We'll discard Steel. So that's 2 cards. Fulcrum Abominus. So that's 3 power and draw 2 cards. Come on, give me some power here. Also, since that costs 5 or more, it's actually draw 3 cards because of House of Mystery. So we're at 3 power and draw 3 cards at this moment. One, 2, 3. Perfect. Then we get to Teamwork of Foe. 4, 5, 6. I'm going to change that actually. I'm going to change what I discarded last turn. All right. Put a hero or villain card from your discard pile into your hand. Doesn't really, I guess that didn't really change anything. 7, 8, 9 power total. I guess we'll buy Electrum for it. But that's about all it's gonna get us. So I guess that didn't add up to as much as I was hoping. Oh well. Just need to get rid of this flash, man. There goes our power. Our VP, I mean. Alright, we spend that weakness and we have to discard a card. We play the breakthrough on it. So that's 2 power. And we'll discard magic here. 3, 4, we'll say it's a hero. It's a weakness. So it just stays there. Right? Oh no, we played the other one earlier. We would have drawn one. And instead of all that happening, we would actually lose Green Arrow. No more Green Arrow. Okay. Oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not good. 2 power, and I'm gonna say it's a hero, which it is. 3, 4. We will destroy that card. And that triggers House of Mystery, so we draw another card. 5, 6. And then 7, 8. I only control 1, 2 card types. So 8 power is all we got. Goodbye to Court of Owls, which allows us to add a card to the pile up there. We're going to go with Tar Pit. No. We're going to go with something better. Maybe Magician's Corset. So many cards we had to destroy early in the game that I wish we didn't. There are some really good cards. We lost a lot of good cards to Collapsing Parallel Worlds. Alright, we still have 8 power, so we'll buy X-Ray Vision and call that a turn. Another villain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I am happy these villains are coming out, so we can at least add things to the teamwork stack. Alright, we're going to play 8th Metal Sunblade, discarding Cold Gun. Reveal the top 4 cards of your deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Put 1 card of each type into your hand and discard the rest. That's one. Weaknesses don't have a card type. And 2 then, I guess. Not a fantastic turn. But it does trigger House of Mystery so that we draw another card. So that's 1. No, that's actually 0 power. What am I talking about? Yikes. We'll go with... Yeah, we'll go with Dr. Fate at the top card. If it's cost 5 or greater, draw a card, but it doesn't. So that's 2 power. Discard Iris West. 3 power, we'll gain a weakness for that to get to 7. And then we'll do 8-9 power, which we'll use to get rid of Court of Owls, leaving us with 4 power and the ability to add a card up there. Another John Constantine. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Gotta shuffle everything up. It's time again. We're kind of thinning out the deck. We've destroyed 1 or 2 cards per round around the deck here. And it's thinning out, but man, we just don't have a strong enough draw a card selection in here. And it's really hurting us, I think. Really, really, really hurting us. Flash is tough in solo. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 here. Let's get a new card out. Killer Frost has an attack. Each foe puts a location he controls into the discard pile. We can defend for that, right? No, we can't. Yes, we can. We can use Oblivion Bar. Discard a card with cost 1 or greater. Nope. So I guess we will take the attack and we'll discard Oblivion Bar because it's not going to do much for us anyway. We have to play the weakness, which triggers the rot so that we draw a card. Three power, and discard Brutal Chase here. Draw a card, +1 for each equipment and or metal card. So that's 3, 4 power. And then we get the Teamwork. 5 and draw a card. 6 because of Rogue Safe House. It's another weakness, so we already lost our hero. Oh well. We get to destroy one of these though. So that 6 power goes nowhere. We can't spend it on anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. New card type. New card comes out. Superman. It's a good one. We'll start our turn by playing Engulfing Flames, destroying Dr. Fate here, so we can draw 2 cards. That's 2 power. And that triggers House of Mystery, so we draw a 3rd card. Put a hero, villain, or metal card on top of my... into my hand, I'm sorry. Into my hand. We're going to take Patty Spivot into my hand. We're going to play her, discarding Plastic Man. No, discarding... Yeah, Plastic Man. Alright, 2 power so far, but we get the Teamwork of Foe. If you have 1 or fewer characters in your team, rescue a character. Thank you. We will take Golden Glider, please. Please. And we did draw cards earlier, so we get the draw card. So we get the Teamwork again, I'm sorry. And that is gain a card from the lineup and put it into your hand, then put a card with the same cost from your hand into the lineup. Is there anything out there of cost 4 that I want? Or cost 3? No, not really, so we won't be using that. But it does trigger rogues, so that is a total of 2, 3, 4 for the 2 up there, and we get to draw a card because of Golden Glider. We're going to go ahead and put another hero into our hand. It's going to be Steel for 5. Sorry, 5, 6. Yep, 6 total. 6, 7, and draw 2 cards. Come on, man. Anything. I'm taking anything at this point. We'll do Batmanium to get 8, and I can reveal this card. Plus 3 is 11. 11 is not 15, though. Man, that was close. All right, goodbye, Killer Frost. Leave me with 7 power and the ability to add a card up there. I'm thinking Captain Boomerang Jr. No, I'll do Mirror Master. And then that 7 we'll use to buy Superman. So we have some good cards floating around, and hopefully, that's what we need to happen. Just get these cards moving. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, we are going to start our turn with Golden Glider. And that is 0 power there, but 1 power from Rogue's Safe House. Draw a card for Golden Glider, but also draw a card for the Rot. So there's a lot that happened there. We'll play 8th Metal Sunblade, which means we have to discard a card. We'll discard the Speed Force here. So we're at 1 power total, but I get to reveal 4 cards and draw 1 of each type. Well, we get Batmanium, and we'll take X-Ray Vision, discarding these 2. So we're still at 1 power, right? Yes, but that does trigger House of Mystery to draw another card. We have to play that weakness, unfortunately. We are at 1 power. X-Ray Vision we will use to play the top card of the main deck. If it's an ongoing card, you may keep it instead. Okay. Okay, or we get to play and then we get to keep it. Cool. Ongoing, once during each of your turns, when you play a metal card, you may draw a card. Okay, that's going to help things out here. So we are still at 1 power only. Two, 3, but 4 power because we played that metal card, and it triggers Challenger Mountain to draw a card. So 1, 2, 3, 4 power. 5, 6, we did teamwork this turn, so we get to draw a card. 7, 8, which we will use to then reveal the top card of our deck, and we may destroy it. We will not. Reveal the top card of our deck and get plus power to its value, so that's 9 power. We'll buy T-Spheres, I guess, and then I still have 5 power left over, which we'll use to buy 1 more breakthrough, because I think we've destroyed a few of those now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, this Flash battle is tough. Alright, we have to play this weakness, which triggers the Rot so that we draw a card. I have to discard a card before that happens, though, so we'll discard that. We're going to go ahead. We're going to play Engulfing Flames. That's 2 power, destroying Hal Jordan, and drawing 2 cards. And then we'll get 3 power. Wait, before we do that, that triggers House of Mystery, so that we draw a card. Then we'll draw 2 cards and get to 4 power. We discard Escape here. I've got some hard choices here. Let's go ahead and draw a card here. And that's going to get 5 power, triggers Challenger Mountain to draw another card. Ooh, play Breakthrough for 6, 7, destroying this weakness. All right, play Patty Spivot to teamwork this. That's 8, 9, triggers Golden Glider to draw another card. And then we haven't actually used Golden Glider's ability yet to teamwork. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is enough to beat the Flash. Wow, that was a long battle. But he is beaten. He is beaten. That is all that can be said about it. So we're going to gain our hero back. Do I have to? I think I also... Both weaknesses go to the discard. Okay, so... when you play blah, 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 where's my... If you're starting characters play and gain 1 weakness. Okay, I gain 1 weakness and also the stack gains 1 weakness. Just want to make sure I got those rules right. I only wrote them. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for our hand. Do we have a defense in here? Nope. But we have a new crisis here, and it is Identity Crisis. Each player flips over his superhero face down. Players cannot avoid the supervillain's first appearance attack. Each player must discard 6 power worth of cards from his hand, then flip his superhero face up. That does apply to both superheroes, unfortunately. Crisis Anti-Monitor. Whenever a hero is added to the lineup, each player puts a weakness from the stack on top of his deck. He costs 1 more to defeat for each card in the lineup, and we have to add 2 cards per turn now, as long as he's out. 1 and 2, we added a hero, so this weakness goes on top of our deck. That's exactly what that means. So we have to get rid of 6 power from our hands. We don't have it, though. We just don't have it. Put a hero, villain, or metal card from your discard pile into your hand. Probably just going to be this 2 Prometheum here. How much power do we have here? We have 3, 4. We have 4, so yeah, we'll take Prometheum here. And we'll spend 2, 5, 6. They have to be discarded or destroyed. Oh, just discarded? Oh, that's not a problem. Goodbye to Identity Crisis. We get our heroes back. Then we're going to go ahead and use Teamwork to get 1, 2 power. Reveal the top card of our deck. Ooh, it's a weakness. Don't want to draw that. Oh, we have to as a Batmanium. 2, we have to play it. Triggers the rot, so we have to draw another card. Okay, so we're at 2 power. Put a hero, villain, or metal card from our discard pile into our hands. So 1, 2, we are going to do this again. 3, 4, triggers Golden Glider, draw another card. And then since we drew a card, we get the Teamwork again. 5, 6, 7, 8, and we have to draw one because of Golden Glider. 9, 10, destroying this weakness. Thank you. 11, 12, let's say it's a superpower. It is not. And we can't do anything with Bag of Tricks because we don't have anything. So we're going to buy Forge of Worlds and have 5 left over, which we will spend on Phantom Zone, and we'll also buy a full Aquaman here. I don't really want that many cards. I like having a slim deck towards the end of the game. But the issue is that Crisis Anti-Monitor is going to keep adding 2 per turn, and he costs 1 more for each card that's actually out there. Okay, 1 card goes out, and then a 2nd card goes out. No heroes are added, though. Two power. Each time I Teamwork, I can gain a VP. So that's 2. We're going to Teamwork as Golden Glider. That is going to be ability for 3 here. I can draw a card because of Golden Glider itself, and then I can gain a card from the destroyed pile. So this is going to me. We're going to get Captain Boomerang Jr. It's been floating around for a while. So that's 3 power I've got. 4, 5. 6, 7, it's a hero. It is. 8, 9, it's a hero. It is. 10, 11, if I teamwork this turn, I get to draw a card. $12, 13, I control... No, not yet. Well, yes, I do. 12, 13, 14, 15 for having 1, 2, 3, 4 different types of cards. 19. How much do I need? I need 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I have 19. I need 22. So I just need to get 3 power. We will use magic on what? I guess we'll use it on Superman here to get us to 23 power. And then we go ahead and destroy Crisis Antimonitor. That was a pretty tough game. Crisis Antimonitor, not a problem. But the Flash, that was a really tough game. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. Again, this is for the Solo Crisis League. You should definitely check it out if you're into Crisis games at all. It's a lot of fun. Even if you're just in the DC deck building game, maybe not necessarily Crisis mode. Even if you don't own the game, but you've got Tabletop Simulator, check it out. It's a lot of fun. Now, if you're interested in supporting the videos, the leagues, because I've got this league as well as a Solo Champions League using Marvel Champions, there's a few options. You can watch the videos, and that's awesome. Thank you. Hello. You can go ahead and buy this very game mat. I've got this DC deck building game mat, which is always covered in cards by the end. I've got this Gwent game mat and all other sorts of things at my Etsy store. Check out the link below. See if there's anything you're interested in. Another option is the Patreon. The Patreon helps fund these projects. It helps the video. It helps me justify that all the time I spend on the videos, the countless hours I spend running each league each week, and it helps me keep me up to date as well as pay for some of the behind-the-scenes stuff I need to use to make the league keep running. So if you're interested, there's rewards in there for you too, obviously, so you should definitely check that out. There's a link below. I've got some people to thank today because we got a lot of new members recently. We've got Agent Xander. Thank you, Agent Xander. Known you a long time, good buddy of mine. Hopefully we get to play something again soon when the world's, normal. We've got Babycorn. Babycorn's a member of the Solo Champions League and one of the more formidable players in there and one of the more interactive players in there. So thank you. Welcome to the Patreon. I hope you get what you want out of it. And then we got Terrax. Terrax is always 1, 2, or first, second, or third place in the Marvel Champions League. He's been playing the Solo Champions League. He's been playing ever since round 1, season 1 of the Marvel Solo Champions League. And I really appreciate their presence. So thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I've got for the night. I'm going to go start my weekend. And I hope you enjoyed. You have a good night.